This Sixers star Joel Embiid is experiencing significant pain and discomfort in his right thumb. That's according to Adrian Wojnarowski and Ramona Shelburne. And he could get an MRI in the near future to determine whether there's ligament damage. Now, despite the discomfort, he did practice yesterday, expects to play in Game 4 today. He was seen wearing a wrap on that right thumb at practice, and you can't overstate his importance to this team. When he's on the floor, their net rating of plus 7.9 would unofficially rank as the best of any team this season. And when he's off the floor, Philly's offense goes down, their defense gets worse, and their net rating drops by 11.5 points. Yeah, so outside of State Farm Arena, it ended up being fine. The Heat were not fine. What a game it was, and trailing by 7 at the break, Miami came out firing in the third. I mean, it looked like they were going to take over this game. They went on a 21-0 run just over 4 minutes into the third, the longest postseason run for Miami in 25 years. And lo and behold, they take an 8-point lead into the fourth. But then, oh no, Kyle Lowry had to leave the game with a hamstring injury. He didn't return, and back come the Hawks, 2.5 to play. Trey up from deep and sticks it. We're tied at 104. And now it's a 3-point game. Jimmy Buckets is going to tie it again. What a finish here. Miami's ball under 20 seconds left. Heat up 1, and Butler can't get it to fall, and Atlanta goes the other way. And the Hawks do not call a timeout. Great job by Nate McMillan not doing that, because they had it right where they wanted it, in the hands of ice-cold Trey. 24 points, hits the floater to give Atlanta the lead, his second go-ahead field goal in the last 10 seconds of a playoff game. And this is where he made his name last year, doing that in the playoffs against the Knicks. The floater with less than a second to go. Hawks, 2-point lead, quieting that New York crowd, and Spike Lee back to Game 3. Miami with a chance to respond with less than 10 seconds. It's Butler, it's a contested 3, and it's not going to fall. Hawks come back. They take Game 3, 111 to 110. They look to even the series now tomorrow. Here's Trae Young after the win.
I just wanted to try to get to the basket. I knew there was only 10 seconds left, so it was kind of a transition play. I didn't want to settle it for a 3, so try to get all the way to the rim and either get a foul or get to the rim, get a layup.
I know we love that guy as our point guard, and if he's with us, he'll be Kaye. If he's not, somebody got to step in and do his job, and it's very, very hard to do, but we got enough in that locker room to try and bring to the table what Kyle does. You know, he get his treatment, and we'll see where he's at.
The hamstring injury, those can be very, very tricky. He is going to do everything humanly possible, he said, to play Game 4. Now, over the last 25 postseasons, only 2 other players besides Trae Young have had multiple go-ahead field goals in the final seconds at the age of 23 or younger. That would be LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. Pretty awesome company. Trae and LeBron, only players at any age to do it over the last 5 postseasons.
All right, Hannah, so the Pels, they were at home facing the Suns. Game 3, that series tied up at 1. You talked about the hamstring injuries. How about Devin Booker? You know, he's out 2 to 3 weeks. He's got a grade 1 hamstring strain. So who's going to step up in his absence? I'm telling y'all better stop hating on DeAndre Ayton. In Game 2, took only 6 shots, scored 10 points. Well, he finished the first quarter of this game last night, 13 points. He was 6 of 7 from the field. Let's get to the huge. Oh, he was great. Second quarter, watch this, though. Watch Jackson Hayes here, spot shadow. I mean, he just trucks Jay Crowder. I mean, he just runs him right over. He gets assessed a flagrant 2. He gets ejected from the game. Monty Williams, the Suns head coach, said that's one of those plays you don't want to see in basketball. One of the young Pels bigs gone from the game. Crowder also got hit with a technical as well. So DeAndre Ayton then just takes advantage. Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Suns up 2. Ayton, the dunk. They're up 4. 15 seconds left on the clock. Ayton spinning, winning. He hit 21 at the half. Finished with a playoff high 28 and 17 boards. Third quarter. How about Brandon Ingram? 34 points in this one. Second Pels player in program history to put up back-to-back 30-point games in the postseason. They were down 3, but not anymore. Jones, the steal, the dunk, they're down just 1. We get to the fourth quarter, and that's when Chris Paul went to work. 37 years young, and you can't stop this guy in the mid-range. Getting to his spot, he had 7 points at the half. How about 19 in the fourth quarter alone? He finished with 28 points, 14 dimes. But again, 19 came in the fourth and final quarter. He was the closer. Suns win it 114-111. Here's the point guard after the game.
That's a big win for us. You know, we knew it was going to be by committee. We knew coming into this arena it was going to be tough. You know what I mean? And I think everybody just pitched in tonight, and we did enough to win. It's huge. It's big time. Like we said, you can't replace everything that Devin does for us. You know, so it's going to be different spurts where guys get going, and DA kept us in this game in order to bring it home down the stretch.
You know, Paul has had 28 assists, no turnovers over the last 2 games, by far the most assists without a turnover in a 2-game span in the playoffs since the individual turnovers have been tracked. In fact, only Jason Williams, remember White Chocolate?
Yeah, of
back
course.
in 2003 had more in any 2-game span in the regular season or the playoffs.
All right, meanwhile, DeMar DeRozan and the Bulls were hosting the Bucks, and the Bucks playing without a key piece as well. And Chris Middleton, but Bobby Portis was able to play, started for Middleton. Grayson Allen also helped to really pick up the slack for the lack of Middleton. So Portis scores 8 points coming off that eye injury, while going 2 for 3 from 3-point range. And how about Allen? He scores 9. He goes 3 for 3 from long distance. They combined for 17 points in the first quarter, and the Bulls only had 17 as a team. Bucks up big after 1. Here they are in the third. They're up 18 points. Drew Holiday to Giannis Antetokounmpo for the reverse. Just a ridiculous dunk, and that puts the Bucks up by 20. Take another look at that play. Now, about 8 minutes left in the third. The Bucks are up 24 here, and it's Giannis again, this time just slamming it between a couple of defenders. He finishes with 18 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Allen, tough layup, fall, and the foul. I mean, this was just not even a ball game. The Bucks are up 30 after the free throw there, and Allen drops a career-high 22. How about Portis? 3 at the buzzer. The Bucks tweeting Bobby bifocals. He's wearing glasses because of that eye injury. Pretty cute,
And
huh?
the shimmy.
I would say the vision was okay, and so were the moves. 18 points, 16 rebounds. The Bulls fans
don't
are
leave.
leaving. They're out of there.
They're like, we out, man. This
The
is
person
over.
in the DeRozan jersey is just out, doesn't even see. Doesn't even see that great dunk. And you know what? They also didn't see DeMar DeRozan. He only attempted 9 shots in this game, his fewest in a season. Here he was afterwards, his team trailing 2-1.
Whether it was 1 or it was 30, loss was a loss, you know, and with that, we got to come back regardless. Whether if we lost by 30 or if we lost by 1 point, we got to come back and compete and protect our home floor, you know, tie this thing up. So regardless, you know, a loss is a loss, you know. I would have felt the same way. You know, now we got an opportunity to tie this thing up Sunday on our home court, and that's what we're going to go out there and do.
Absolute beatdown. The Bucks' 30-point win, their second largest road win in franchise postseason history, and their largest since 1970. As for the Bulls,